Hey guys, this is CrazyKnightHero, and for those who have subscribed, welcome to the kingdom. Recently I've been thinking about things I would like to add to Destiny, or things that I would just love if they implemented. And one of those things I've been wondering about is what if they added a brand new class. And me personally, this is what I would have it be like if I were to add a new class in Destiny. So like Hunter, Titan, Warlock, and then this. Here's what their symbol would look like, and I made a quick little bio. Sentinels. Less connected with the Traveler's Light, these guardians use technology to help protect the city. Now, I have a lot of ideas on how these guys would look, how these guys would play out, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about that now. And for the look of this guy, just imagine like a full armored up guy, not too macho like the Titan, but just fully armored, and kind of a mixture of perhaps Prophet from Black Ops 3 and perhaps a pilot from Titanfall. So somewhere in the technological, just armored up region of things. But I don't really know what his class item should be. Maybe just sort of like metal armor plating thing you slap on his leg or something. Don't quite know. And in terms of the jumping ability, I would give him a very small looking jetpack that has a very built into the armor look. And I probably only have it have like one thruster. But yeah, not too big, not too noticeable. Don't want it to be like too crazy advanced because, I don't know, the style of Destiny isn't like too technological or anything. So I don't want to differ from that too much. And heading more into his abilities, he wouldn't have grenades. And that may sound a little bit different, but I have an idea. Like, why does it have to be grenades? Like, why can't it just be a little ability, like a short little speed boost or things like that? And when I say a short little speed boost, the first thing that comes to my mind that I would be able to relate to you guys is the speed boost from Titanfall, actually. It's pretty nice to use to get around and flee from situations, and I don't think it'd be OP at all because, I mean, it's a speed boost instead of a grenade, and it wouldn't last too long. I'm sure that you could do some balancing with it, and I think it would be cooler to have more an ability like self-buffing character more than an offensive character. So he would be like a support kind of, but also with a few tricks up his sleeve. So continuing. And I would give this guy ranged melee. I would have him have some sort of wrist gadget that sort of looks like the wrist grenade launcher-y thing from Advanced Warfare. Maybe not so big and clunky, but you kind of get the idea. And this thing I would make do all sorts of crazy stuff, like maybe shoot like an electrical charge thing that sticks into an enemy guardian, and it doesn't necessarily hurt them, it still hurts them a little bit. But it would also shoot out electricity, all kind of crazy, just like a crazy taser, and also hit his allies around him. So you hit one guy, you kind of hit more people if the guy kind of runs away into his crowd of allies, which would be bad for him and would be pretty good crowd control if you ask me. And one of the perks you could put on this to change up the gameplay of it is you could like shoot it into yourself. Now, you wouldn't hurt yourself or anything, but have it where you get the same effect of like electricity just spewing off of you, and you get like a cool radial damage effect around you for a little while that you can like charge into crowds, dealing pretty good damage, and I think that'd be really fun to do with a shotgun. So yeah. And going back to the abilities that would replace your grenade, I would have a small little heal similar to the heal in Oblivion, if you guys played that game. He just kind of throws his hand up and it glows, and you get a nice little heal, and it would probably be the worth of like one hand cannon shot, something like that. And one last time I'll say this, if these things seem overpowered, I'm pretty sure you could balance them. And remember, you're sacrificing a whole grenade for these little things, and I don't think they'd be too overpowered, so let's keep moving on. And lastly, my idea for the abilities that would replace your grenade is just like a small little shield wall you throw down. Now, you wouldn't be able to shoot through it, your enemies wouldn't be able to shoot through it. They can break it. I would probably have it the strength of Tether, but I would probably have it just big enough to get 2 guardians behind it. Not super special, not super game-breaking or anything, like you couldn't stand on it or anything. Like the bubble shield, and it blocks bullets, so yeah, hopefully pretty cool. So moving back over to another idea for the whole wrist rocket ranged melee thing. I think it would be really cool if it kind of had the feel of BioShock, if you guys have played that game. Just like throwing abilities out at people, not so much having it limited to a melee. And I don't know, meleeing doesn't happen too much. So I think it would just be cool if there were more ranged options to kind of just open things up. And another idea I would have is him just spraying like a purple beam. And the trick with that is you would be able to activate it even if your melee charge wasn't fully up. So you could use just a little bit of your melee charge at a time, and it would just drain people. It wouldn't go across the whole map, this purple beam, but it would just kind of drain people's health fairly quickly. You would still have to aim it and stuff, so I think that would be pretty cool, just a purple beam of death. And two little perks you could throw under this thing is, let's just call it Void Beam. Killing an enemy with Void Beam causes the target to explode, so that's nice, purple explosions. And then another one I would have is if you've damaged someone enough with the Void Beam, it suppresses them for what, like 3 seconds? So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the video thus far. So let's move into super territory. Let's see here. Super. I have no idea, honestly. It's hard to come up with because you don't want him to, well, at least I don't want him to seem too technologically, like, only. Like, I still want him to seem like a guardian and stuff, like wielding light and stuff. But it's really hard to think of a super, like, maybe place down some sort of sentry turret, but then that's, like, only technology. Or perhaps, like, you throw out a ton of little drones that seek out enemies, like sort of like Murder of Crows from BioShock, but buffed up a lot. But then, I just don't really know. I'm just gonna maybe leave it up in the air, maybe pose a few more ideas, and I'll let you guys pick your favorite. So again, with the sentry turret idea, maybe you throw it down, it just kind of shoots people a little bit. I would still have it, I would make it pretty powerful, but I still would have it on a timer so it wouldn't last there forever until someone broke it or anything. And then maybe you get like a little bonus like movement speed to help protect that turret. Something like that. Or maybe you throw some drones out and they seek enemies and then explode upon contact. Like perhaps a lot of like wraps almost, but in flying little drone form. I don't know. So that would be kind of fun. But I think the best thing you could maybe do is perhaps like a little speed boost, like a reload boost thing, and then also like just like a little vision pulse thing. So you can see people through walls just a little bit. And yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what to do with the super. So post your ideas down in the comment section. I would love to hear your ideas about a new subclass in general, or what you think the super should be. Or maybe you whip out a big beam gun. What the cow? Bzzz. Yeah, let's just stop that. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, and I hope Bungie will add another class or just more subclasses to really diversify it a bit more. And it would be great to see something like this in Destiny 2. So this has been CrazyKnightHero, and I'll see you guys in the next video.